Hello there everyone, and welcome to the Texas Motor Speedway for round 5, I believe it is, of the Stanley Tools Truck Series. There's these truck drivers getting ready to take on this mile-and-a-half oval here in Texas, where everything is big, and that includes the action that we should see here today. On your pole is going to be Jonathan Buford in the 5, and Joey Pinky in the 2, starting to his outside. There's going to be Richard Mendez in the 54. He's going to need some luck on this race. He's deep in the standings, along with Jimmy Hogan in the 61, Henry Williams in the 12, and then we have the 49 of Leif Barnett. And then running out your top 10, Jones and Mendez. As we take a look at the rest of your starting lineup from 11th on back here. In the final rows, we have Stephen Wallace Jr. and Greg Torres. They round out the field here at Texas. So, 34 laps of racing here at the Texas Motor Speedway. 40 trucks, 40 drivers are going to try and get their win to get themselves in the playoffs here to Command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the engines have been fired up. Drivers are now rolling off the grid here. So, last race out at Auto Club, it was Zach Winkle in the 3 capturing the win to get himself in the playoffs. Winkle, he's starting near the top 10 right there. He's going to try and go for 2 in a row here. Or maybe someone else who hasn't won yet can probably play capture the flag here today. Joey Pinky has been pretty decent these last couple races. As he starts on the outside pole, gonna try and maybe capture a win here, get himself in position for the playoffs. Into this race, Jennifer Buford is the points leader, and Zach Winkle, after his win at Auto Club, moves up to 2nd in the standings. And as I mentioned earlier, Richard Mendez, he's deep in the standings. The season has not been going his way, but he starts right there in 3rd. He could be one to look out for. The pace truck is down pit road. Jonathan Buford, Joey Pinky on the front row. The green flag is out of Texas. Great start right there by the 5 of Buford. Richard Mendez is going to try and take advantage of this and get up to 2nd place right there. Buford with a great start right there. Looks like Mendez is going to try and pull away from Henry Williams just a little bit, maybe try and clear the 2 here. Out of corner number 4, it's going to be the 5 at the line leading lap 1. Going to dive it down into the corners here. This track is a much different track than where we came last season. Mostly turns are 1 and 2. As down the backstretch, still out front is the 5 of Jonathan Buford. 3 wide now for 2nd. Look at Edwin Mendez down to the inside. You're gonna have Tony Green in the 24 right there with help. 5 leads at the line once again. They're now 3 wide, 3 rows deep. And now here comes Edwin Mendez in the 4th, trying to get underneath the 5 for the race lead here. Side by side out of corner number 2. Edwin Mendez winless this season. He's going to take the lead from the 5. Here comes last race's winner, Zach Winkle right there. And the 51 nearly going around. That's Casey Russell. Close call right there. Zach Winkle now trying to take the lead as there he goes. Casey Russell, Atlanta winner. Or was it Russell? I think it was Carter Joey. Actually, we have a truck around. Big wreck in the back. Multiple trucks going around as Cody Goforth in the 00. Andy Annette in the 21 also involved. Heavy damage. I saw the 16 go around too. That didn't take long at all. Cautions out for the first time. Goforth heavily damaged, and he's smoking that line. I believe it was 51 of Casey Russell with the race lead. 3 trucks going down pit road. Hogan, Goforth, and Annette. Gonna try and see what happened here. Oh, I think Jones got into the 61 and turned him down. That's a hard hit into that wall right there. 49 of Leaf Barnett also went around into that inside wall. 21-54. Mendez once again cannot catch a break. And a lot of drivers just piling in. Nowhere to go for a lot of these drivers. Another look at it here. Yeah, that's a really hard hit. Both drivers getting at least 2 wheels up off the ground right there. 21 hard into the wall. He came over across on the 54. Carter Joey was able to get by right there. Another look at it right here. Man, that's a really hard hit. Jones just got a piece of it. The 49 of Barnett gets into the wall. Nathan Fisher's trying to get through right there. The 88 of Andrew Noriega. He got all of his running on board at 61 here.
Inside.
Man, that's a hard hit for Goforth.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out.
99 also went around, but he was able to continue. So the caution's out for the first time here at Texas. You're watching the Truck Series. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to the Texas Motor Speedway. 3 drivers retired after that wreck right here. The 10-8 and the 00 all retired out of race. 2 drivers are lap down. It's Annette and Hogan. Out front is the 51. The green flag is back out. And those lap trucks definitely going to be slow. Looking at the 30. Look at the 32 with the move right there. It's Nigel Jones. He's been kind of quiet all season with an aggressive move right there for the race lead. Joshua Hyde in 11. He's down there as well. Zach Winkler, he's up there right there. That outside line, the second truck on the outside line, followed by Cam Cole in the 17. Tony Green in the 24. He's trying to get underneath 11, it looks like. It's Nigel Jones is gonna lead that lap. Here comes the 11 now for the race lead. Desmond Allen is right there too in the 29. Oh, trucking in the wall. That's Zach Winkler. The 14 is around. Caution's out again. Ronald House got turned right there. Oh, these guys gotta be real careful. I think we have another wreck up here. We do, and a huge wreck. Multiple trucks involved. Man, it's like a junkyard right there. No one's moving. That's going to eliminate a ton of drivers. Oh man, a 98 of Mitchell Collins involved. Andrew Noriega. It's Nathan Fisher. You think he may have gotten through with a little bit of a scratch. And the 3 was Zach Winkler was the first truck that we saw go around. There's Edwin Mendez, who looks like he's just trying to catch up to the rear of the field. But Tony Green in the 24 is your leader, and they might come down pit road here. And I'm not sure if they pitted during the last caution right here. It looks like Cam Cole got into Zach Winkler, the same situation as the first caution. And he came down and collected Ronald House in the 14. Casey Russell also went around. Pole sitter Jonathan Buford was collected, and then I'm not sure what happened up here. I think it was... Nope, wasn't the 14. And it wasn't because of Zach Winkler, because I think, yeah, it was up here somewhere. Oh, Jennifer Buford, upside down. Oh, man, and the 18 of Carter Joey just barely getting clipped and went up in smoke, and then it's just blocked the entire track. You're going to take another look at it here. Oh, Joey Pinky got into the 51, and Buford nowhere to go, and gets collected and then gets hit hard right there, and then gets just slammed by Andy and then going upside down. The 05 collected as well. Cody Hagan in the 25. And Buford, along with a ton of drivers' day, is done. Look at that right there. The 22 running on board here with Joey Pinky.
Still out there.
He was just trying to get through this wreck and didn't expect the 51 right there, and just... It's a hard hit. Man, that's a hard hit.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out.
So, cautions flag is going to be out for the second time here today at Texas. You're watching the Stanley Tools Truck Series. We'll be back. Welcome back to Truck Series Racing here at the Texas Motor Speedway. We just had a really big incident in on the backstretch going on in the 3 and 4, and a couple of these drivers up here are laps down. The race leader, I believe, is Tony Green in the 24, followed by Desmond Allen and Cam Cole. The green flag is back out. Gonna be interesting to see how these leaders get around these lap cars. You see a lot of drivers already moving down to the inside, but is that the way to go? And it seems like it. Look at 51 and the 9 getting a big run right there. 3 wide in the middle. Peter Onjak in the 43, I believe, is a lap down as he's trying to stay ahead of these leaders and hope for a caution to get that lap back. 74 is really slow on the track. That's Ashton Blevins. There's Greg Lee in the 19 as he's actually here in the top 10. That time by he was 3rd as he has a bit of a hood damage as we try to zoom in and see right. Yep, the engine is exposed and you can see they took the hood off of that truck because of aerodynamics was after the damage from the first incident, or actually I think it was the second incident. So they just ripped the hood off of it. Joshua Hyatt running P2 to 32. Was the leader at the line. Here comes Hyatt now for the race lead, followed by Brandon Miller in the 1. Miller's going to push Hyatt right there. Give him a big push. Now he's going to push him out of the way, and for the race lead, Brandon Miller in the 1. If you remember, Miller, who was dominating in Atlanta, track very similar to this, ended up blowing his engine, coming to the checker flag under yellow. Ended up giving a win to Carter Joey. The 4 of Edwin Mendez was able to come back around and get by all these cars. There's Derek Green in the 87 is battling side by side with the 05. But out front is Brandon Miller. He's been looking for redemption ever since Atlanta. 32 of Nigel Jones is going to be right there in 2nd. Joshua Hyatt battling Henry Williams for 3rd. Coming to 15 to go pretty soon here. Now the big question is, will they have to deal with lap trucks in the way? Because there's a lot of damaged race trucks on the track. That could really affect how this thing plays out if we don't get another caution. Williams battling side by side with the 11. Neither driver has won this season. Actually, no one in the top 10 has a win this season, so it's a pretty good chance for a lot of these winless drivers to finally get that win and maybe get themselves into the playoffs. And remember, the top 30 with wins will be eligible for the playoff, or eligible. Greg Lee in 19 still with that damaged truck. He's off pace just a little bit as everyone is going around him. And right there, the 39 too of Tyler Ferris. You can see right there his engine, or his hood, has also been torn off. Now at least the truck won't overheat. We know that for sure right there. As 54 as well also has his hood ripped off. A big wobble of trucks back here, all trying to get around the slower drivers, led by Casey Russell. 51 has actually been really fast this season. There's Desmond Allen and Cam Cole. Tony Green is also back here. Green is one of the few drivers on this track who has a big weekend for them, as the national division will be coming here too, and these leaders are coming up to the lap truck of Ashton Blevins in the 74. Looks like the outside may be the way to go here. And they're able to get around the 74 without any issues. It's about a 6-truck battle for the race lead here, basically. In about a lap and a half, it'll be 10 laps to go here at Texas. Brandon Miller, your race leader. So while Miller continues to, we got drivers going at pit road. That's the 32. He's going to lead in Henry Williams and Joshua Hyatt and Derek Green. There's a 19 who was already on pit road a lap previous. So green flag pit stops. This could decide the outcome of this race if there's no more caught, if no more yellow comes out. Brandon Miller, he's going around Ronald House right there, the lap truck. And Miller now signaling to come down pit road. Here he comes in the 1, your race leader. Edwin Mendez in the 4 is going to follow close behind. There's Shaw in the 05 coming off of pit road, and all the leaders now are down pit road. Beef Barnett, there's the 99, also Borsalov, Konstantinovic. And here comes the other leaders who are now coming off pit road on the access road right there. Joshua Hyatt, Derek Green, Henry Williams, Tony Green, and others. And I believe Borsalov, Konstantinovic, and Leaf Barnett stayed out if I'm not mistaken. And here comes Konstantinovic in the 99. So he's going to go right by the 49 here. And will they come in for their... Nope, they're going to stay out. I think they already pitted if I'm not mistaken. Either that or they're just trying to stretch it out just a bit here. Edwin Mendez in the 4 still shown as the race leader. Looks like Konstantinovic has a really fast truck right there, but gonna look for these leaders. There's a 4 right there. It's currently shown as the race leader, but that may change coming to the line here. And it does. Brandon Miller back to the race lead. Cam Cole a lap down in a 17. About 8.5 laps to go here, and his lap trucks looks like they're definitely going to be a factor in the outcome of this race. 32 Nigel Jones having a phenomenal run right now. He's going to try and hunt down Brandon Miller. There's Rod Hayes right there side by side with the 4. Henry Williams, and then Peter Ondrak stuck behind the 14. And Ronald House, one of the slower trucks on the track, and Ondrak has got to be upset with him right here.
Go ahead, get caught up.
You need to just move him out of the way. I'm not sure what Ondrak is doing. But as we go through the field here, no one's really racing each other too hard. And we have a ton of slow trucks on the track. And now Nigel Jones, he's going to try and get by Cam Cole, the lap truck. Maybe try to hunt down Brandon Miller. They won't catch any lap trucks for a couple of laps, it looked like. I apologize about the frame rates right there. Brandon Miller continuing to lead, and once again, like Atlanta, showing a dominating performance here, and that team is just hoping all well goes with the truck. Now the 87 is starting to show up in the picture. Derek Green. Here's all the lap trucks. That's really the only thing it looks like we have to worry about is the lap trucks right there. Peter Ondrak was finally able to get by Ronald House. Side by side battle right here. Rod Hayes is a lap down too. So he's just kind of holding up the 4 at this point. And now the 87 got around the 32. So it's now become a 4-truck battle here for the race win. These guys are all within less than a second of each other. 5 or 4 to go now here at Texas. '87 Derek Green, he's been quiet all season. He's trying to hunt down the 1 here. Then you see up ahead, we got a bunch of lap trucks at 74. Tyler Ferris in the 39. 3 wide right here. Cam Cole really giving these guys a run at their money. And he's a lap down, a little bit of contact right there. That's going to allow these 2, Derek Green and Brandon Miller, to try to pull away. Maybe we'll get a really good finish here. And now they have caught up to the 74. Which way to go? To the inside goes Miller. Brandon Miller, who Is he going to split the 74 right there? Miller, who came really close to winning Atlanta, sideways and nearly gets turned. 2 to go at the line. Oh man, lap trucks in the way. This is Derek Green's chance. The 32, he's back in this here. A lap and a half to go for Brandon Miller and Derek Green. Nigel Jones doesn't look like he's as fast as these two right here. It's coming to the white flag. This time by for Brandon Miller. This thing is going to finish on the green. More lap trucks ahead. They're catching the 14 of Ronald House again. How will this play out? Inside or outside?
Go up to the top there.
Half a lap to go here at Texas. Looks like the outside is the way to go. The slower drivers are going to confidently move out of the way. I don't think the 87 is going to be able to catch him. That was a smart move by Brandon Miller to use the outside, but out of corner number 4. Win number 1 for Miller at Texas.
Hey! That's awesome! Good job, Yuri! Hell yeah! Hell in damn day!
And Miller used the outside right there to make sure that the 87 couldn't get underneath him. And that was a well-played move right there. That's great driving by Brandon Miller to finally get him his first win. And redemption from Atlanta. Derek Green, a great run for that team. They're going to get second, and Nigel Jones in the 32 is going to get third. But got really exciting right there at the end. These guys was getting really racy with each other. You saw Derek Green got a bit aggressive, nearly turned the 1. Joshua High is going to get 4th. Tony Green 5th, Desmond Allen 6th, Edwin Mendez, Henry Williams, Casey Russell, and Nathan Fisher running out your top 10. A couple of these drivers going to get ready for the national division race tomorrow as well. So a lot of drivers didn't finish on the lead lap, and then a ton of drivers didn't finish the race after that huge incident earlier on in the race. But congratulations to Brandon Miller on catching his first career truck win, and he's going to now make the playoffs and try to take it all the way to Homestead to battle for a championship. So while he burns it down, it's going to be the National Division's drivers' turn to take on this mile and a half here, and then it's on to the Cup race. But thank you guys for watching. Once again, congratulations to Brandon Miller on his first career truck win. As we'll see you guys for the National Division race here at Texas. Thank you guys for watching. It was a really fun race. Congratulations once again to the one team, as they're now going to join other drivers in the playoffs. Until then, we'll see you guys for the national race.